Azad is a collaborative design project that we started about 8 years ago. It was designed by Bethanien in 2008, and we were coordinated in the Studio Karga. And I was the art director of the project from the beginning. The project is about a private gallery in Tehran and a collaboration of a young group of Iranian designers with this gallery. And in this project, one of the designers from this group designed a poster for the bi-weekly exhibitions and events of the gallery. And on the back side of the poster, we have the catalog of the exhibition, which contains the statements of the artists, the artworks, the biography of the artist, and the portrait of him. And so after 8 years of this project, it's an ongoing project, so we are still working on it. We designed and printed and distributed about more than 300 posters, and about 44 designers now participated in this collaborative project. And so we had some exhibitions of this project before. The first one was in Tehran, in Azad Art Gallery. The second one happened in Berlin during an event called Right to Left, which this project was part of that exhibition and event. The third one happened in Rome in Maxxi Foundation as a part of Iran Unedited History, which was an exhibition in Maxxi Foundation. And the last one happened in April 2016 in LAU, Lebanese American University of Beirut. And we are in Hinterland in Vienna right now as the 5th destination of the project. Every week the gallery sends us the image of the artworks which they for their next exhibition, plus the statement of the artist. So in studio I take a look at the artworks, and then I will decide that which designer from this group can design this poster. And sometimes it depends on the quality of design, sometimes it depends on the style of the designer, sometimes it depends on the limitation of time, for example, because some designers are faster, some designers need more time to design something. So I decide about the designer, I send it to him, and the process of designing starts. It usually takes about something between 4 days to a week, and during this time we talk about the poster. They send me some sketches, sometimes more developed designs, and sometimes we talk to each other about colors, about the concept of design and different aspects of design. So they send us the finalized poster. During this week we prepare the backside of the poster, which is a catalog of the exhibition, in the Studio Karga, and then we print it for gallery, and we send it for gallery and for the artist. Usually Azad Art Gallery has about something between 35 to 45 events a year, so we do it like this. About the Perso-Arabic typography that you can see on the posters, I can say that after the second or third year we decided to ask designers to base their design on the title of the exhibition. Because we wanted them to do something with Perso-Arabic typography, because it could help us to do some new experiences in this field. And so we have so many posters now which are based on this. But when we have an exhibition abroad, and when because the audience won't understand about the meanings of the word, they can just see the image of the words. I can say that the importance for us of focusing on the typography is that to expanding the borders or to showing some newer opportunities of design and pursue Arabic typography. But for the foreign audience, maybe the target is something else, I think it's a collaborative project with 40 designers of the young Iranian generation, and it's a non-commercial project, and we think that it's worth to see it as a group work, as a collaborative work, which is done in a very small gallery in Tehran with no that much budget, but 300, more than 300 posters is, I think, then you can find so many good posters in it, and we've been working on it for 8 years. So this continuous helped us to have so many experiences in poster design, in typography, and in showing a collaborative project from Iran. The first time I met Gudrun, it was 6 years ago, which she was in Tehran for a project called Hinterland, which we had no idea even about the name. So it took about maybe 2 hours for Gudrun to explain about the meaning of the Hinterland for us, because it was so unfamiliar with us. But we designed a poster for that event. The next time we met was in Berlin. Gudrun told me that she was driving for something like 7 hours to come to see the Right to Left event, the exhibition, which had a real meaning for us. And so after that, more and more we met each other in Tehran, and for us it was like that, okay, this is continuing, and it means something when you continue to do such a thing. So when we talked about maybe we can have this project here in Vienna, it was so it has a pleasure for us, because we thought that, okay, we can do something in Vienna, as for example the way sometimes Gudrun is doing something in Tehran. So we can share ideas. Sometimes some ideas are coming from Vienna, and sometimes some ideas goes from Tehran to Vienna, which it's more about image making, it's about communicating, and I think that it's the most important thing that we can do right now. So about Hinterland, we know that there are lots of projects with Iran happened in Hinterland. Somehow we can say most of them happened in one of the worst period of Iranian political and situation. So it's I think that it had a meaning for us, and that's it. One of the most important aspects of this project is that when we design the posters, it's not only restricted to, for example, put an image of the artwork in the poster. It is somehow the interpretation of a designer about the artwork or about the concepts of the artist that has an exhibition in Azad Art Gallery, which is important, because mostly when we talk about the posters for visual arts exhibition, it's mostly restricted to put an image of the artwork or an image or a photo of the artist on the poster. But here we tried for all these years to have some interpretation of the designer. So the designer is a part of this thinking process and design something which he thinks about the artwork. I think it's one of the most important aspects of this project. About the future of this project, I hope we can publish a good book about this project, which I think it's so important right now to have this book with some text and some opinions of the designer of the project, of the artists which participated in the designers by themselves, and also different opinions. Somehow I know that some people, for example, some artists or some people in the art scene of Tehran, they don't like these posters, for example. Some of them, they like it, which I think is important, because it means that they take care about it. They cannot deny it, And I wish that we can publish a book about this project. Right now we are working on it in Studio Karga, and with supervision and under the supervision of Reza Abedini. And but about Iranian graphic design in future, I hope that we can have more and more international presence, because we have a good graphic design in the field of cultural design and cultural field in Iran. And I think that with these exhibitions and relations and connections, it can help both sides to understand much more about each other, which is so important, and they can learn from each other, and they can share ideas with each other, which is very important right now. And we can have a larger audience, which is very important, because when you have something to say and you can find a way to say it, it's better and better if you have more and more audience, because you can share ideas with more people. And so maybe that's my hope for the future, for the graphic design, for my studio, for my friends, for the designers and colleagues who are in Iran.